Welcome to District Command Central, your go-to source for the latest news and updates on the Washington Commanders. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a play. The Washington Commanders are heading into a crucial matchup this Sunday against the Las Vegas Raiders with some uncertainty at the most important position on the field, quarterback. Marcus Mariota is set to start in place of Jayden Daniels, who remains sidelined due to a lingering knee issue. Wednesday morning brought a glimpse of hope as Daniels was seen throwing on the field early, but Commanders head coach Dan Quinn was quick to temper expectations, noting that there's a return-to-play checklist the young quarterback must work through before he can be considered game-ready. "He won't practice today," Quinn stated candidly. "As we get into Friday, I'll give you a sense of where we're at. We recognize the importance of the person, the player, what he means to the franchise. We're also going to be smart, not just fast, in the assessment." It's clear that while the Commanders are eager to see their rising star back on the field, prudence is guiding their decision-making process. Quinn elaborated on the situation, emphasizing that even though Daniels has been making strides in his recovery, there are position-specific skills he must regain to be fully operational in a game scenario. "We've talked a little bit about returning to play, but there are position-specific skills for each one," Quinn explained. The coach's caution isn't simply about the physical healing of the knee. It's also about ensuring Daniels can perform at the high level expected in the NFL without risking further injury. After all, Daniels is a young player with enormous potential, and the Commanders clearly see his long-term value as part of their core. Quinn highlighted that the knee issue requires careful handling, especially since Daniels is the type of player who wants to do everything all the time, pushing his limits both in practice and during games. With Daniels unavailable for Wednesday's session, the Commanders are turning to Mariota, who will carry the starting responsibilities against a Raiders team that is always dangerous in the AFC. Mariota, now 31, is no stranger to high-pressure situations, and he comes into this contest with a reputation for steady leadership and efficiency. This will mark his 77th career NFL start and his first since 2022, when he was with the Atlanta Falcons. Despite the gap in starting time, the Commanders have full confidence in his ability to step in and execute the game plan. Quinn expressed his trust in Mariota unequivocally, pointing to the veteran quarterback's previous performances with the team. "We expect Mariota to deliver at the standard he's set with the franchise as an elite player and leader," Quinn said. "There's a sense of calm around the locker room when Mariota is under center, and that steadiness could be exactly what the team needs in this pivotal matchup." Mariota's track record with the Commanders is solid, even if brief. Last season, he appeared in 3 games in relief of Daniels, completing 77.3% of his passes for 364 yards, throwing 4 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Those numbers speak volumes about his ability to manage games efficiently and protect the football, traits that are invaluable when stepping in unexpectedly. The Commanders clearly value his experience and poise, particularly as they navigate the early stages of the season. As the team prepares for a Sunday showdown in Las Vegas, Mariota's role is more than just filling in. He's tasked with leading the offense in executing a game plan that can overcome the Raiders' aggressive defense. Meanwhile, Daniels' current condition is a point of concern but not panic. During Washington's 27-18 loss at Green Bay last Thursday, he was seen limping toward the end of the game, a sign that the knee injury he's nursing is affecting his mobility. Nevertheless, Daniels played the full contest, completing 24 of 42 passes for 200 yards, throwing 2 touchdowns, and enduring 4 sacks. His toughness and determination are undeniable, and it's clear he wants to be on the field no matter the circumstances. However, the Commanders' coaching staff is prioritizing his long-term health over short-term gains, recognizing that rushing him back could jeopardize his development and the team's stability. Daniels' rookie season set the bar incredibly high for what Washington expects from him moving forward. Selected 2nd overall in the NFL draft, he made an immediate impact, earning NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year honors after a season that included 20 starts between the regular season and postseason. In that stretch, Daniels completed 68.4% of his passes for 4,390 yards, threw 30 touchdowns against 10 interceptions, and led the Commanders all the way to the NFC Championship game. His combination of accuracy, poise under pressure, and playmaking ability made him a standout, and the organization is invested in ensuring he can replicate and build upon that success without risking his career to a lingering knee issue. So far this season, Daniels has appeared in 2 games, completing 59.7% of his passes for 433 yards and 3 touchdowns with no interceptions. The Commanders sit at 1-1, a record that reflects both promise and room for improvement. The team is clearly committed to maintaining a balanced approach to his recovery while keeping the offense competitive. By leaning on Mariota's experience and readiness, they aim to bridge the gap until Daniels is fully cleared and ready to return to the field. This strategy highlights the depth and adaptability of the Commanders' quarterback room, a crucial factor given the physical toll of the NFL season and the importance of having a backup who can confidently lead the team. As Sunday approaches, all eyes will be on Mariota's performance and Daniels' recovery updates. The Raiders are a formidable opponent, and Washington will need every bit of discipline, strategy, and execution to secure a win. Mariota's ability to manage the game, protect the football, and lead the offense efficiently could be the difference-maker, while Daniels' eventual return is a tantalizing prospect for fans who have been captivated by his meteoric rise. The Commanders' coaching staff is walking a fine line between competitive urgency and player safety, knowing that how they handle this situation could have implications for both the remainder of the season and the franchise's future. In the bigger picture, this scenario underscores the complexity of managing a modern NFL roster. Injuries are an inevitable part of the sport, and the decision to start one quarterback over another involves more than just talent evaluation. It's a blend of health assessment, strategic planning, leadership dynamics, and understanding the long-term impact on the team. Marcus Mariota stepping into the starting role exemplifies the value of a reliable veteran presence, while Jaden Daniels' cautious path back to the field reflects the evolving approach NFL teams take when balancing immediate competitiveness with player development. Fans, analysts, and commentators will be dissecting every move, every practice, and every update in the coming days, as the story of the Commanders' quarterback situation unfolds. For the players, the stakes are intensely personal as well. Mariota has the opportunity to reaffirm his status as a trusted leader and deliver a performance that could set the tone for the team's momentum. Daniels, on the other hand, is navigating the challenge of patience, rehabilitation, and the psychological pressure of wanting to contribute while being sidelined. The Commanders' staff is managing these dynamics carefully, ensuring that both quarterbacks feel supported while maintaining the competitive integrity of the team. It's a delicate balancing act, but one that the franchise appears committed to executing thoughtfully. As the countdown to Sunday continues, the narrative surrounding the Commanders becomes increasingly compelling. The interplay between Mariota's experience and Daniels' potential creates a storyline that captivates both casual fans and hardcore observers. How the team manages this transition, the adjustments in the offensive scheme, and the performance under pressure will all be scrutinized. The Raiders' matchup will be a test not only of the team's talent, but also of its strategic decision-making and adaptability. Washington is betting that Mariota's presence can stabilize the offense while giving Daniels the necessary time to heal and return stronger. The broader NFL community will be watching closely, recognizing that these moments define the trajectory of a season and can shape the legacy of both the players and the coaching staff. Ultimately, this situation embodies the drama, strategy, and human element that make football such a compelling sport. The Commanders are navigating a high-stakes environment where decisions are measured not just by immediate results, but by long-term impact. Marcus Mariota's readiness to step into the spotlight, combined with Jaden Daniels' cautious rehabilitation, paints a picture of a franchise balancing ambition with responsibility. Fans can expect an intense, emotionally charged contest on Sunday, with layers of narrative that go beyond the XS and OS of the game. This story is about leadership, resilience, and the careful orchestration of talent, all unfolding in real time on one of the NFL's biggest stages. If you're enjoying the coverage, make sure to smash that like button and drop a comment with your thoughts on the Commanders' latest moves. We want to hear from you. The NFL world is buzzing today with one of the most jaw-dropping contract stories in recent memory. And if you thought you had seen it all, think again. Washington football team. No, wait. The Commanders, as we must now remember them, has reportedly gone all in a move that could shake the league for years to come. Sources close to the team, and whispers floating through the locker rooms and NFL circles, suggest that Washington has signed wide receiver Terry McLaurin to a contract extension that is nothing short of monumental. $750 million, locking him in until the year 2030. That's right, $750 million. When you stop and think about it, numbers like that feel almost surreal, a sum so gargantuan that casual fans might suspect there's some kind of typo in the reporting. But insiders are adamant. McLaurin's elite speed, route-running precision, and uncanny ability to make contested catches have convinced the Commanders' front office that he is the cornerstone of their franchise for the next decade. Rumors around the league have been swirling for weeks, with analysts speculating about McLaurin's future, wondering which team might dare to make an offer that could top the market. Washington, however, appears to have preempted the competition in a way that is both aggressive and strategic. The deal, as reported by sources, isn't just about money. It's a statement. It tells the rest of the NFL that Washington is serious about building around their young, electrifying talent, that they're ready to pour resources into a player they see not just as a top receiver, but as the face of their franchise. And make no mistake, this is more than just a financial commitment. The psychological impact alone is significant. McLaurin now has the security and autonomy to thrive in Washington's system, and the rest of the league has to reckon with the reality that he is untouchable for the foreseeable future. Inside the locker room, word is that McLaurin's presence has always been transformative. Teammates reportedly speak of his work ethic, his dedication to perfecting every route, and his relentless focus in practice. Coaches, too, have long admired his intelligence and football instincts. Some say that he can read defenses with a preternatural ability, adjusting routes on the fly with a precision that few receivers in the league can match. With a contract like this, it seems that Washington isn't just buying skill, they're investing in leadership, in the intangible qualities that elevate a player from great to transcendent. Rumor has it that this deal has already created a renewed energy in the team's training facilities, with younger players seeing the commitment to McLaurin as a signal that the franchise is serious about competing at the highest level. Off the field, the implications are just as dramatic. McLaurin has become a household name in Washington, a figure who embodies not only talent, but also charisma and marketability. Reports suggest that merchandise sales, ticket renewals, and local sponsorship deals could all see a significant uptick as fans rally behind the player now officially secured for nearly a decade. There's speculation that Washington's front office calculated this not just as a football investment, but as a brand-building move, one that cements McLaurin as the centerpiece of the team's identity. Social media chatter is already exploding with both excitement and incredulity, with fans posting memes and countdowns, analysts debating whether the figure is sustainable, and rival teams quietly recalculating their strategies, knowing that locking up a receiver of McLaurin's caliber for the next 10 years alters the balance of power in the NFC East. Of course, every rumor comes with its skeptics. Critics have already started questioning whether a $750 million commitment is realistic in today's NFL salary landscape. Some whisper that clauses and incentives will likely structure the deal in a way that protects Washington financially, though details remain closely guarded. Others argue that McLaurin's ceiling is sky-high, and that if he stays healthy and continues to produce at an elite level, this contract might go down as one of the smartest moves in league history. There's also chatter about potential ripple effects across the league. Quarterbacks and receivers everywhere may now have new leverage in negotiations, with teams having to weigh the precedent set by Washington's mega investment. The NFL is no stranger to splashy contracts, but the magnitude of this one, and the sheer commitment in both time and money, suggests that Washington is not merely making headlines. They're attempting to redefine the market for superstar wide receivers. Whispers from league insiders hint at behind-the-scenes meetings that were intense and meticulously calculated. Negotiators reportedly spent weeks analyzing potential cap implications, forecasting McLaurin's statistical trajectory, and even modeling fan engagement metrics tied to his long-term presence. These aren't just negotiations. They're strategy sessions worthy of a chess grandmaster, with the Commanders positioning themselves for dominance both on the field and in the boardroom. Some sources say that McLaurin's camp has been equally meticulous, ensuring that the terms not only reward past performance, but also incentivize sustained excellence over the next decade. The rumor mill also teases that there are several performance milestones embedded in the contract, with additional bonuses for Pro Bowl selections, touchdown targets, and receiving yardage thresholds, meaning that the $750 million headline figure, while shocking, is the tip of a very sophisticated iceberg. Meanwhile, the league at large is abuzz with speculation. Analysts, former players, and sports commentators are dissecting what this means for competitive balance. Can any team match this type of commitment? Will other franchises be forced to rethink their own superstar contracts in response? Social media threads are flooded with fans debating whether $750 million is a fair price for McLaurin's production and potential. The conversation is intense, polarizing even. Some claim it's a bold, visionary move that could make Washington a perennial contender, while others question whether tying up so much cap space in one player could create challenges down the line. But one thing is clear, nobody is ignoring it. In an era where headlines move faster than actual gameplay, this news is dominating every platform, every discussion, every speculation. There's also an undeniable human element to the story. McLaurin, known for his humility and dedication, reportedly sees this as more than a payday. It's a commitment to a city and a fan base that has supported him from the start. Rumor has it that he feels a deep connection to Washington and views this as an opportunity to build a lasting legacy, to become synonymous with the franchise in a way that few players ever achieve. The emotional resonance, combined with the staggering financial figure, creates a narrative that feels almost cinematic. A young star, recognized and rewarded, now set to define a franchise's identity for an entire generation. And while numbers and statistics dominate much of sports coverage, it's these personal stories, the human motivations and ambitions, that often leave the deepest imprint on fans' memories. As the details continue to unfold, one thing remains abundantly clear. Washington's move to secure Terry McLaurin until 2030 is more than a contract. It's a declaration. In a league where uncertainty is the only constant, where players change teams and allegiances shift, the Commanders have planted a flag, signaling their intent to build around one of the game's brightest talents. Rumors will persist, debates will rage, and critics will continue to dissect every clause, but the buzz surrounding this story is undeniable. Terry McLaurin, the wide receiver whose speed and skill have thrilled fans for years, is now more than a player. He's the centerpiece of a decade-long vision, a symbol of ambition, and the subject of the most tantalizing NFL rumor in recent memory. Whether this gamble pays off in championships or not, Washington has succeeded in capturing the imagination of a league and a fan base, leaving everyone to wonder, are we witnessing the birth of a dynasty, or simply the boldest contract of all time? Either way, one thing is certain, Terry McLaurin and Washington are now forever linked, and the NFL landscape will never look the same. Thanks for tuning into District Command Central. Make sure to subscribe and follow us for all the Commanders news you need. Until next time, keep the faith and hail to the Commanders.